Okay, you can see it's kind of leveled up now. So I try to go one more round to level them up if I need to. But these guys are good. You can check it out here. You guys see the bottom now. They're nice and snug. A little bit of thread showing here. Not too much. I'm worried about now that since we have only a shorter one left. We're going to see what happens if it needs it more over there. This side. But this one, look at that. The crease mark is almost solid there. Now it has more support. This has this support, which interlocks with this thing, which holds this thing, which holds this thing, which holds that thing. It helps hold the front. So everything is coming in foreplay. I'm just so disappointed in this one. Now, I thought it was awesome before it landed on this carpet. I'm hoping I can wipe it down. I hope it won't ruin my day. But we got a buffer. Who knows? That might even make it even way better. So let's go and start in this one. Let's bring back our 3 amigos. I think we had them here, right? Yeah. And I guess that's all we need from it. We can probably start with this end here then, and then maybe work our way on the arrangement of the round ones. So let's do that one. These guys here. Get our blue Loctite. Got plenty of these guys with blue Loctite. Okay, so let's see if I can do this 3 in a row. Or never any blue Loctite here. Maybe this is the last. Man, when they run out, don't they? They don't even give you a little warning dust. Oh, there we go. There we go. Not bad. Alright, so let's go ahead and get the longest out of the bunch. Or the one with the most thread anyway to help us. This one looks like a pretty good thread one. Could be wrong. Okay. There we go. Gotta line them up in the hole. I think it's going in there. Do much I can by hand. Gets through the plastic, then gets to the hole. It's great with me. See that little tool stand? I think he's going in. Yeah, there we go. Blowing the dust back out from that little thread there. I think we sprayed some way called rust remover there. That's why he's breaking those guys out. Alright, so we'll work on getting those guys in a second, but I'm going to continue the rest here. Got one more out here. Let's go ahead and pick these guys here now. One more behind. Just these 2 more. I have to push down on this guy. Door. I think it's going to thread. I think it is, or it's actually just popping out. Yeah, it's popping out. So I have to apply some pressure on the plastic. See here where I'm applying pressure. The thing moves anywhere I want it to go. Okay. Take my socket here. I need some help driving him. It's kind of hard not to be able to use the socket. There we go. He's in halfway. Let's get this other guy in there before we tighten them all down. This guy's in the same bolt. There you go. You can see it a little bit more. Tilt him down. Too much pressure is hard for you to drive it. Put too little pressure is not aligning the hole. We got our footrest now. I think the cops will be pleased. Like, oh, okay. At first he said it was just like, oh, is that like one of those cheap bikes or something that doesn't have all the parts? There we go. Alright, let's level it up. And go and get this other side too. And we're going to tighten them all down. Just get him snug for right now. Same way with this guy. There we go. Look how he's going. He looks like he's going in quite a bunch. I'm doing it by hand still. Hope the thread's locking itself. Yeah, it's coming out, but I feel like it's spinning though. Oh, there it goes. Now it's tightening. Pulls a lot of that gunk out, that little rust remover. Look at that. Now I can't twist it by hand no more. Reach back for the socket. Okay, let's go and finalize, tighten this down. There should be more coming out. There you go. Look, wow, it peeled right off. Little sheet booger came off. That's good. There we go. Now you can actually see the thread. A little gunk from it fell off. Let's see. See more of the thread coming out now. See, there you go. See, quite a bit more thread came out. There you go. Now it's tight. The more of that gunk that fell off from that little gel that we put to protect our rust remover. Okay, let's level these up. Square. I think we had square like a certain way, so we want to keep it that way. We'd probably go one more a little bit. Almost. There we go. I want it to be leveled like this. Just like I did the other one, I believe. Oh, the other one's actually leveled the opposite. It's more leveled in way, so we'll keep it consistent. It's more like it's leveled this way, forgot, not like leveled this way. So it's more of a diamond the other way. It's fine. There we go. More tighter. There we go. That's the way we level it. Oh, then we have to do this thing the same. This wasn't level. Oh, yeah. This was the one that's spinning freely, so we don't want to put any more pressure on this guy. Yeah, we don't want to put any more pressure. We're going to let him cure it with the blue Loctite. So we can't put it, unfortunately, add more. We just have to wait for it to dry. But he has a bit of thread coming out of him. I'm not sure you guys can see it, but there he is. See? He has a little bit of thread here. Maybe like a little bit, so I could feel the thread coming out of him, so he's good. I just wish there was more blue Loctite in here, but I think there was, so we'll find out when it dries up. Because that's the only way we can keep him on there. That and gravity. Okay, let's go and get these guys leveled and tightened. So this is going to be a diamond shape, I believe this way. Let me double check the other one just to keep everything consistent. Oh, yeah, they're leveled. See, they're leveled horizontally. Let's see here, you guys can see it. See? They're level horizontally. So we have to do that the same way. We got the footrest, and then we can put the aluminum one on. Shouldn't be too bad. Oh. Oh boy, I'm going too much here. Let me go horizontally again. There we go. This is done. Just a little bit more clockwise. Leveled up with the, there we go. I think that's horizontal. This one, we gotta take it horizontal. Almost. Yep, there we go. That one's done. Oh, there we go. That is our footrest. Shake off any dust. And then let's go and put those little footrest guards. Those shouldn't be too hard. There we go. Go. We can start from this side or that side, doesn't matter. They won't need blue Loctite because they're going in the plastic to plastic. But I think before we put this main foot guard, because it's going to cover this hole where we're going to drive to be able to get to that guy, we can't put these two main ones in there yet. So these ones will have to wait, or else we can't take this screw. But we can put these ones. These ones, there's nothing else to really cover other than this last bolt. So this foot guy can't go in there either until this guy gets in there. Because you can see here, these are the two to put the foot guards. And then a fifth one here, sorry. And remember again, you want to get there's a little upscale and then there's a little downscale. Upscale and downscale. So this one would be the right one for it. It's going to take 1, 2, 3 plastic screws. But we can't put it in there yet, because this one screw here is going to be mounting to that guy there. And these 3 screws, we can't put this guy in there because it's going to be mounting to that guy again. So yeah, so no can do on the foot guards yet until we get the other things resolved. So let's close our never-ending blue Loctite while our luck is still good. And let's go ahead and prep these guys up for buffering and see if we can actually do it. I got some compound, and we're probably going to put it to a, I don't know, I never buffered before, so we'll find out how to do it myself. We'll test it out in this clean sheet here, and we'll probably rob this cardboard here, or unless we can break another cardboard quickly. I think that's about it. That's a pretty good sized cardboard. We'll use this guy. If you look at it, there's no oil leak. Never. There you go. I can put my hands in there. Nothing. Our NC oil cooler. I'll inspect that with you so you guys can verify. So we did a good job on tightening to specs. Well, we did tighten much as we can to full, but yeah, these guys are so small they can fall right out that little washer there. So we are done for this for right now. Including that mosquito there is toast now. Just save one less blood victim. Okay, so we'll put this guy away and admire our work here. So yep, I'll even get the blue rag microcloth, prepare it, get a good wash and make sure this feels very secure. There's a cable here. Maybe these cables don't want it. But yeah, we were worried about these cables here when this bends it. But you can see, so far so good. These will probably be hidden further. Yeah, they're not locked anyway, so we're fine. So the cables get squished. It's coming along pretty nicely. These guys are going to get squished too. They're going to be hidden from the cover. So there's going to be no exposed wire. Once everything is sealed, we can put this in there, because all this does is cover the license. This actually just takes off purposely so you can see your engine code, so there's no reason for that one. I put the keys inside, but I'll take it back out. These get dirty really quickly. Maybe there's some kind of chemical spray that can repel dirt from this area, because I always have to wipe down the mat of the floor. So we can actually put this cover back on. These little, actually I put them inside the glove compartment, so I need the key to open them right now. There we go. The keys for starting engine is the same as the key for the glove compartment. See here, turn on engine. Make sure everything still lights up pretty well. Battery's kind of low. Our signal's working good. So you can see the green, big, bright. Hit the brake lights. Our Gibby should work automatically even. See there. I'm gonna ungrip the brakes. There you go. There you go. Excellent. Horn should work. Not too loud, but not too bad. Okay, so let's see our battery range. See, I'm going to start turn. Cycles like this. 13 volts, so probably not want to test out too much. Oh yeah, here's our cigarette charger. We're gonna put that in there. It's pretty nicely cleaned. And this one actually will burn you. You push it in like that, but it only works when the engine's starting, so we don't have to worry. So what I do is I normally get my charger here. In fact, I'll do it right now so you guys can see the Anker charger. Okay, I'm gonna take back the Anker charger. I let them borrow for a long time here. Or was it here? There we go. This is a nice Anker charger. This is what I use. I kid you not, it charges really fast. It's made from Anker again. Look, see it. So let me put this wires back for them. See, there's a intelligent. They're both fast charging actually. This one's intelligent charging IQ plus fast charging. That's a little fast charging symbol. And I kid you not, from 0 to in 5 or 10 minutes of driving, you get almost 25% full charge battery. Just from almost like a quick drive. So this is where it'll be mounted on. Of course, I'm not gonna leave it on there when I park it, the scooter, but I usually attach it to here, and I'll actually, I guess when we do the handlebars, I'm gonna go and wire that magnet one, so I don't have to force this tip in there. It's just gonna be a magnet. The phone's gonna have a little magnet, just like you know, that way I can easily just, you know, the magnet will track the charger and boom. And this guy right here will be routed right there, and he'll be constantly plugged in here. What I wish I did was find a way to actually mount it hidden in there. That way I can just lock up, you know, instead of, you know, taking it off every time I park the car, because someone could take this. This thing is like $29. I probably can maybe. Look at this guy. He comes right off. I have to probably glue him on there. Keep him on there. Don't want to come off like that. Alright, so that's another thing we got, probably super glue, but parts and stuff. So there we go. There we go, and it stabilizes. Oh yeah, there's the little parts there. We're thinking of maybe, you know, mounting our mount ramp here, but we'll see. Let me put these seconds there. So you twist this to lock, see that? It's like an arrow there. Lift up a little bit, a little tricky. Open it. You could do it one hand, but it's still kind of really hard. See that? They're not the greatest. Wish that I can upgrade the glove department here, but I don't hardly use it. You know, it's not like someone can't just easily plier it. I just don't like the little gap look here either. But it'll do. Okay, here's our thing. Oh, by the way, I forgot our ignition is actually help supporting this, sort of. But this, the only thing is this little brace here. It's glued onto this main frame. But no guarantee that that'll actually help stick it. So for right now, the only thing that's supporting this right here is that bolt there that we tighten. And I forgot we need to probably blue Loctite that as well while we still have it. Now that we can, let's go and unscrew that. Hopefully it's not going to be so hard to put it on. And put some blue Loctite there as well. Because the front always faces the most vibration. And we just don't want any. So I'm just going to take that one off. Prepare blue Loctite for that one as well. I think that was a 10mm, right? We have the socket here already, so might well. Sorry, I gotta blow my nose now. Alright. You would think all that garlic shrimp I ate will help me. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and, oh look, it's already loose. The reason why is everything else is tightened around it. So this one's loose now. We haven't even driven it yet. Alright, we got the washer in there as well. Good. I can loosen it all by hand. Perfect. It's perfect. So put some blue Loctite on this and drive it back in. Perfectly align the hole. So I guess that the fan didn't really get in the way, which is a good thing. Now it is drawing our battery because of the alarm. I believe now it's going to about 13 volts. So we might want to. I wish my first run is go to direct to the gas station. I'd rather pump the gas directly from the gas station directly. Then I know it's more fresher than transferring it from a can to our gas tank. So I think we might be able to squeeze a ride in there and do that. I just don't want to get caught in the process. That's the problem. Okay, there we go. Got blue Loctite now. Our never-ending blue Loctite never let us down. Always plenty. Put the shiny sides facing us, I guess. Should have done that before I put the blue Loctite. Now I got a little bit scraped on there, which is fine. Okay. Go ahead and see if I can hold it securely. There we go. Oh, I can't. Is that your question answered? I do it by hand. This one I can. Got a few threads in there. We're good. That was easy. Oh boy. There we go. Kind of pulled it up a little bit. The washer looked like it went in perfectly alignment. Actually, no, it's more toward the right. I want to get the washer fully centered, but let's see what I can do without scraping the sucker. That's the problem with these loose washer. I wanted to close more of a gap, but that's fine. See, I can sort of rearrange it, turn it here and there the way where my liking is. Okay, I want this more centered. There we go. I'm going to twist this, probably going to drive it off a little bit. Okay, as I'm twisting it, I have to rearrange the washer again. Not a big deal, it's not going to kill you, but there we go. Just want it more centered. Now I can tighten it down. Tidy. Now look at that, washer's flying everywhere now. Maybe I should try to move the washer afterwards. How about that? Or just not. That's fine. If it goes all the way up, that's fine with me. Just trying to figure this tighten yet. There we go. There we go. The washer's straight up now. That's fine. There's no way of me moving the washer anymore. I think it's digged into plastic, so I'll give up on that one. But it's kind of nice to get this tightened though. Don't want it too tightened. Maybe keep it level like that again. I could do one more turn. There we go. That should be good. Level it flat. There we go. Good enough there. Now it's and same thing with our engine. I think during the vibration braking period, that's probably a good time for us to change the cam from the T300 to the A17. Is when we take it out and inspect the tightness of the valves again, and then we'll put blue Loctite again on our cylinder studs, nuts, and valve covers. That's when we'll probably change the A17. So in the next oil change, we'll do that. That'll give us enough time to really test out the tuning of what we currently have. So let's go ahead and get started and learning how something new, buffering, how to buffer. Attach it to a hose or something like that. Let's go ahead and close this back up. So you can't close it up without the keys because it's not perfectly, the arrow needs to, well, it's sort of an arrow. It needs to turn from vertical to horizontally. So let me go and get the right. You have to put the keys in here to close it, so you can't actually, so as you're driving, you can't open your glove compartment without taking your keys out of ignition, unless again you have that extra key in hand and you have to carry both keys. That's not worth it for me. So there we go. We'll leave the key in the ignition in case someone wants us to take our scooter. No. But yeah, we got quite a bit to do, so I'm not worried about it. We'll see. We'll be near it. Probably gonna not leave this site. All right. So the buffering tool, we won't need our socket wrench or tools. However, we got to put a decompression tube soon because actually the oil did cycle. And speaking of oil, let's go ahead and check out, just make sure there's no leak before we rob it from this cardboard. So you can see here. Is there any leak? Just gotta do my finger test here. Alright. Looks really nice. Well, see, my hands are dry. Now there might have been oil from the previous during installation that we did, but I think we wiped it pretty clean. Scared me a little bit. I thought I saw something fly. Like, what was that? Okay, I'm just giving it a good rub, trying to get any kind of motor oil. You can see here, lucky these cables are freaking thick, because I would never use these kinds to tie cable, because you can see how much chew they actually put. They literally will chew up the wires to be able to grip them, more like teeth them in, which is fine in this case because we're never going to remove these guys again, supposedly. The only thing we're going to have to change, we probably have to take, you know, the side of the port down, open it up and take out the oil screen and everything, clean it. So draining it, we might have to pump oil to reflush this. But yeah, we shouldn't have to remove these tubes anymore from their joints. Everything will be removed from the joints here, or the banjo bolts on the adapter. So that's about it. But yeah, so far it's so good. This is clean. There's no leak. There's no leak underneath the oil cooler. I'm not feeling anything. And our brake cable is for once clean. In fact, you know what? We could do a little bit better. Look at that. See a little residue? I don't know where that black residue came from. I really don't. Is there spray paint maybe ricochet and then settled in there? Or just dirt from flying? Look at that. This has dirt too. We didn't even dry the scooter out yet. It's like a dirt magnet. Hey look, I got some dirt too right here. Where's that dirt from? That's weird. Oh well, we'll do a little thorough wipe, but I can't wait. Then I can reveal this, peel this guy off. That'll be our last moment. I do one thing I do regret. I wish I replaced the, I mean, I realized we can use the frame, the wire harness, and then a little bit of the, what do you call that? The cargo rack, but we also use the fork. Only thing I have not replaced is the front fork and this old brake caliper assembly, which doesn't have to be. And then of course the rim and the disc brakes, which are hard to find, I guess, for the Zen scooter 13-inch. But I would definitely want to replace the fork soon, because I think that it does kind of not put the much damping. You know, the fork probably needs to be replaced because I think it does leak a little bit of fork fluid. But I don't think that's what's caused all that splat in that little section there. I think that was caused from the brake line for sure. The brake line was old Chinese brake line here, and it would sort of like leak somewhere right here, and then the brake fluid would get all over this. That's why you see some sort of a hard stain on there. You know, they just didn't come off, like something like that. Just never did come off, and came on here too as well on the fork. It was just nasty stuff. And well, one thing I want to replace the fork because again, I think I think it's worn out. You know, there's springs in here as well, like your front shocks, but they call it a fork. Some people call it front shock, but yeah, same thing. And they're not that hard to change. See those bolts there? Now, it requires us to, unfortunately, maybe, I don't know, maybe we can get underneath here and do it this way, but I think from the very top, it's probably, well, actually, maybe taking off is easier. You can just reach from underneath there. Those two big, huge, probably there's, I want to say they're M12, maybe more, maybe. I don't think they're M17, but M12. Take those four guys out, and I think both of these forks will come off. So that will be something we have to deal with. I'm hoping this guy will get screwed in as well from the bottom. Hope not from the top. So we'll find out. I believe this probably is from the bottom. These guys, because there's no way of us getting underneath anymore, do any kind of screwing. Okay. So speaking of screwing and putting things in, let's go ahead and do that. All this talk here. So this plate right here just pretty much blocks your license plate. That's it. See how it goes. It just clamps on. You can aesthetically go any side really, because it seems like it's I believe that's it. Or if it's too peely, you can probably do the other way. This one looks a little bit more better. Which suit it. That's still just to be able to plow it off and see your bar, I guess. That's what they made it for. Okay. Better not force it too much. There we go. So that's in nice and flush. See it from all around. Yep. Now these guys here, I thought they actually mount to more of a plastic, but I think they're just their whole hard plastic. This is where you can just hook your, I think goes the other way, so you have gravity help hold it. A little better to hook than normal. It even has a little top here just in case you hit a bump. and your bag doesn't just, you know, ripple out of here. So it has a little swing arm closure, and it actually works. You can hear it snap, I think. Oh no, it doesn't snap, but it does put a little tension. So these guys can go here. I'm thinking of replacing it with the cup holder, so we'll find out. But yeah, this will be right here in this situation here. We can get that screwed on too. But in the meantime, let's really learn how to buffer. Okay, we need to get that squared away so we can actually start putting this plate on here. But let's go and put all these little screws there in there. Let's see what else. Let's see what kind of screw this will take. Curious to know. I believe, is it machine screw or is it plastic screw? It's probably got to be plastic screw, right? But if it's plastic screw, how does it stay on the other side? Because I don't remember seeing, let's see here on the bottom, I don't remember seeing a plate at all. Did you guys remember seeing a plate? I don't think so. I mean, this has to have a plastic plate. See, there's no, unless there was a plate underneath here that we missed. Is that the 2 holes for it? Oh no, that's something else. There it is, it's up here. So unless there's 2 diagonal plates for it, we need to shove back underneath there first, because I don't think the bar has any opening. See these bars here, the axle bar? It doesn't have any opening where those things tie. Unless they're mounted from a tie strap point of view. So we can't really mount that unless we have a supporting plate, because there's no way those things will, you know what I mean? Let's say there was a backing plate on it. I might have removed it a while back and never, oh look, it does, look right there. This must be the backing plate for it. So that means I have to incision this in there quickly somehow. So maybe it's gonna be a little bit more challenging now getting this guy in here. Maybe I can go through here. Let's see. Peel this guy open back. This gives a little bit more leverage, but I don't think so now. It's a really tight squeeze. So these, you think? I don't know. Seems kind of funky. Doesn't seem like it's perfectly enough for it. No, I don't think so. You guys think so? I don't think so. The only thread I can see is this guy here. Do you think it just shoves in like this? But if that's the case, then only one thread, I mean one screw would do it. Why would it need 2? So let's say if it comes in like this. And I know that we can't just straight screw it in there because there's nothing holding the back plate from locking. Unless we can figure out something else like a metal. This I would probably believe. Maybe this just hangs on. But again, there wouldn't be no point of having 2, right? So they're making 2 available. And they only give us 1. Unfortunately, again, this is too short to meet up to the other one. So it has to only be 1. I can paste it like this way. See that? There's no point of having 2 screw holes if you're just gonna give us a mount for only 1. So I don't really remember how this actually went. Couldn't be just glued on there. You could almost probably adhesive it, really. I think adhesive will probably even just do just as good. You know, we got good strong adhesive. Because driving it in will not lock it in. There's just no thread. Watch, I'll put like here. I'll take this here, right here. Huh? See? I'm not hitting nothing. I'm just hitting a clean bar. Same thing with this one. This one feels a little bit of tension, but not really. It's not driving anything really. It's just driving into the plastic. See, he's digging up the plastic and lifting the plastic up for me, but that's about it. I don't want to scrape my bar either, so let me drive this guy back out. Worked so hard in painting all the ground, I don't want to just scrape things. Come on, that's forever. See there? Just nothing but a solid bar. So that's not right. How did it stay on there before? These guys are something else. This one's right here. There's a locking for the trunk. We have to install that one, which I'll have to figure out how to put that on after we put the back frame. So those right there are going to be a little bit time consuming to figure out when that time arises. But in the meantime, I'm still puzzled on how this guy locked before. Only thing I can think of, if you were to squeeze two of these guys in here, two of these little plastic guys, and that's probably driving with a fatty. That would be funny though, but it would work though. Let's see. Yeah, we could put some adhesive, get over with right here. Just we could put two of these guys here and be done with it, or even probably one, because once you get him at an angle, he has to peel forward like this, and adhesive usually don't let things pull easily forward. So that would have been dealt with right there. But again, I'm debating on actually putting him on there, or really taking him completely off and replacing him with something else on there. You know, sort of like a mount, some kind of mount for something else. But either way, I think he might work with just adhesive. I just hate to have those holes there for no reason though. I mean, I don't want to cover with adhesive either, the holes. We might even reinforce the adhesive with a tie strap. That might work. But it looks so freaking cheesy with a tie strap though. You know what I mean? You got a tie strap and then you got adhesive too. That's like a little overkill. And then the tie strap, we'll still let it flex this way. We'll reinforce this side, and the adhesive will keep its back panel. So this adhesive here will work, and then help the tie strap reinforces it. We might have to make a hole for the adhesive. We'll see, we'll see. All right, we'll just give this one the rest. We'll just leave it here for now. Should be fine. Okay, let's get this cardboard underneath out. There was a little particle here that came out from the threads, just nothing but dirt. And let's prepare to understand how to buffer, because I believe I could probably wash that guy off already from the carpet rub, but let's see how bad it is. Okay, now let's do this. We're gonna move the scooter off. Close this guy. Should just even lock him out. I don't want to put any lock yet. Kind of blew him a little bit. Even buffering might take some of this little deep, sort of like a laminated scratch off. If it is a laminated scratch. Push this down so it won't break our handlebar. Our front looking like more complete now. You guys can see the whole field of view of it. Not bad. It's getting there. Look like 3D, huh? Super sweet. Almost want to feel like taking a picture of it too. I'm not sure if I can record and take a picture. Let's see if I can do that. Oh yeah, I can actually, and still keep the recording. Very cool. So it's getting there. Let's put this guy back. Where was he facing? Was he facing this way more, or was it the Zen? I think it was this way. So you can see how this locks here. So get one side, bend it in, or they both have to just kind of push it in. So you can see this pattern here. This looked like this was originally how it was before. But this guy's not coming in, so see why. All right, so flex him a little bit, or maybe put him in first, because he's the harder one. There we go. There we go. Kind of give you a little clue where the pattern is from the previous. Okay, so that one's in. Let's get started on learning how to buffer. No oil leak, no nothing, so that's good. We still left our fuel lines open, and let's see if the oil's leaking or fuel leaking. Nope, none, so that's good. Let's go and check out this side of town. Forgot to check out the adapter again, this one. Nope, I don't see nothing, nada. Nice and clean, all I see is shine and chrome and copper. But no oil residue whatsoever. See? My hand's glistering slightly, a little bit, but not from any oil. I think maybe from just a wick of moisture residue from early morning, perhaps, maybe when it's cold. But no, nothing, dry. And we had this on for almost a good week now. Now what's this here? Oh, that's the paint run. We hit this with a black paint, remember? So not too bad. Okay, let's feel the oil pump. I mean, feel the canister, oil cooler canister. We can feel our exhaust now because it's cool now, but man, with just like seconds of starting it. We didn't even start today. What am I talking about? We turned on the engine only. All right. I would love to just put this on that thing, but I know I wouldn't get good vibration because, again, it doesn't really hold like the GoPro. I got my GoPro mounted on the helmet ready to go, but just worry about the cops. Last time we drove it, they pulled us over from not having the reflector on the rear, and I don't want them to ask any more questions on a need-to-know basis. So let's put these aside. Let's get this off the cardboard. We need the cardboard. And we're going to get a good buffer on this. You got a buffer tool, Ricky? For their headlights? No? Okay, just attach it to a power drill then. This is pretty much the chemical we're going to use. Make wire. So we got this here. And then we're going to need some sponge. Where is that sponge? Oh. I brought it all out here. That might be underneath here. Oh, where's my sponge? Oh. Oh, let me get the rag here to see if I can actually get more. See, remember this again? A little scrape. Or from the wet of the carpet. That sure leaves a mark quickly, didn't it? Unbelievable mark. No wonder this thing gets scratched up pretty fast. Maybe a little mist of water or something. Alright, so let's go ahead and set this up. We're going to get this guy off the carpet, off the cardboard. And we're going to bring him in and see if we can buff it out a little bit. So he's on the side stand there. Side stand, not much of a tilt, almost an incline. There we go. Probably do our buffering maybe out here. Fine. It's a chase. So we'll get that buffering going on. We'll dock up the scooter back to in position here. I think I brought my pad out here. Oh yeah, there it goes. I found it. I'm looking at it right now.
Oh man, I'm put inside the garage. Steam.
There we go. We're going to go ahead and prepare to buffer. We're going to need a power drill for the socket. Just a regular handheld one. We're not like a pro buffer profile for one. So we don't need a high torque either. We don't need impact. So let's go and take out the right socket. Just need the, there we go. Just need the battery from it. Okay, we got our compound, we got our, there we go. Let's see what we can do. There it goes, this is it. These are our buffering pads. This is the compound that we're gonna use to buffer it. I don't know how good it is yet, but we'll find out. This McGuire brand, this should be one of the best. We'll get our socket.